It's Week 18 of the 2025 season, and we'll be watching Marvin Mims. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I don't care how long you've been playing or how good of a player you are, Mike. It is inevitable in the NFL that some days it just doesn't go your way, and you're going to have a bad game. The key, though, is can you prevent that one bad performance from turning into two? And that's certainly the case here today. It's going to take a significantly better performance out of him at the quarterback position if they want to avoid another loss. A big part of that is, can he mentally bounce back from last week, put it behind him, and come out and play to his level of football?
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. Fighting off defenders here, he'll churn forward and pick up 3. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. 2nd and 7. Here's a run with Ingram. He'll push ahead to the 21. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's Matt Araiza now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Broncos offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. And we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that'll be batted down. Trent McDuffie right there with the tight defensive coverage. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. And let's give him about 4 on that one. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. That's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Whoa. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He connects with Mims. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Trenton Gill now as he's on to punt for Denver. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Caught by the tight end, Wiley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now he'll run. A gain there of 27 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
To throw is Nix. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Dulcich now brought in motion. And he will have a Broncos first down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Ingram. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Ingram. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Ingram. First down and more to the 45. A gain there of 17.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st down, Kansas City.
They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Now a give up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
And that is incomplete. On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This from 45 yards away. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
A run, it's P-Rock. He'll get this close to the first down marker, taken down just shy at the 38. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Piron. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Patrick motioning here. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Piron. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, this is Piron. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the carry is Piron. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
37-yard line.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
2nd down, Nix. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-3 game. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Gray is the motion man here. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And this is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. They'll begin here on the ground. Oh, got to be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, he'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. The Broncos bringing out their punter, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. That's taken in at the 50. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. He'll drop to throw. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
A 49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 6-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll start at the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. On 2nd down, it's Nix. He connects with Mims.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that'll set up 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Gray is the motion man here. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Gray is the motion man here. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. The Panthers had too much talent to finish where they did, as a Week 18 victory can only up their final mark to 7-10 on the year. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 26-7 was your final. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. Strong. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Now a give on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
There's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You'd love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
Not much developing there. Short pickup down to the 47. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with him again. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. It was Kayvon Wallace there to make the tackle. 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now, faking the give.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On comes the Chiefs punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. To return, it's Mims, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Derek Nottie there to bring him down. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Going for it all. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Now Nix going to look to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They'll throw out of the gun. That's complete to Rice. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. He'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Here comes a return, and some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He finds his tight end, Dulcich. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
A gain there of 20. 1st down, Broncos.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll send a tight end in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. Marked down at the 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
2nd down, Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Reynolds is the motion man here. Back to throw is Nix. This one caught at the 4.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps him short from picking up the 1st down.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. And we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Brings up second and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a run with Ingram. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. That's on the tackle, Jawan Taylor. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage, and they'll start with 1st and 10. He's got room to the 45, down the sideline, inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Kansas City.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season. as he will get himself checked out. Here's Ingram. 14 on the pickup. First down, KC.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. They are not having success on defense. That play picks up 19 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run. It's Ingram. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty helps a bit, but it's still 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Ingram. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing. Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Here's 1st and 10. A run, it's P-Run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Now Ingram. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Gray is the motion man here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Gray is the motion man here. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Gray. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll look to throw yet again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes 2nd down. Gray is the motion man here. They'll drop to throw. This caught right side by Worthy. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Gray is the motion man here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. We are set for 4th and long. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. They put Kelsey in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They put Kelsey in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He keeps it himself. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. He's to the 15. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that that play is the game winner.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos have taken a 4-point advantage. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Here's 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
What a defensive breakdown. Mike, it's the last play of the game. You have to keep everything in front of you and then just rally tackle. But instead, they let him get behind the defense. He does the rest after the catch, and this is going to take a while for them to get over this one. That is just a brutal loss.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. They'll get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.